We know, weeks before the campaign even started, that Plaid Cymru, the Liberal Democrats and Greens were trying to stitch up a deal behind closed doors. What a disrespect to the Welsh people. What was I doing? What were you doing? We were Welsh Labour activists going out, knocking doors, doing hustings, delivering leaflets, talking to people, not one another. And I'll tell you what else I was doing. I was fighting for better jobs for Wales. Bringing new jobs to Wales through Aston Martin in the south and Calby and Avox in the north. And I've been fighting for our steel jobs too, in Shotton, Port Talbot, Llanwern and Trostre. Making Wales's case for the steel industry, even now in the last days of the election campaign. There's nothing I won't do in order to secure those jobs. We need to make people see that in these last few days that jobs don't just arrive by magic, they arrive because of the hard slog put in by a Welsh Labour government. And that's why our economy needs Labour leadership. What has our relentless focus on the economy meant in recent years? It's meant good news, good jobs for people in the north in particular. The Tories and Plaid talk the north of Wales down. I'll never do that. If he wants somebody to attract new businesses to Wales, like Calby or Avox, then he needs somebody who passionately believes in what's good about our country. And what do the new labour market figures say about the north? They say that employment rates are increasing faster than the rest of Wales, faster than the rest of the UK. Economic inactivity is dropping faster than the rest of Wales, faster than the rest of the UK. And average earnings are rising faster than the rest of Wales as well. That's good news for our communities. Let's get this straight. The future of the economy of the north of our country is bright. From tourism to construction, small businesses to the giants of Airbus and Wylfa, we have a plan for prosperity that's going to give our communities good jobs closer to home with decent pay and conditions. We know that the north of Wales is outgunning English regions, and that's why we think that North Wales should be in the driving seat of the northern powerhouse. The Tories want us in the passenger seat if we're in the car at all, and that's just not good enough. And it's not just about the economy, it's about our public services too. Over the last few weeks, we've heard the Tories and Plaid Cymru talk down the NHS. Their solution? Cuts. The candidate here mentioned that there are £1 billion of inefficiencies in the NHS. For that, we'd cuts the Tories would make. I challenge them to come up with examples of where they feel there are inefficiencies on that scale. And what do they want? A hugely complex reorganisation which will dismantle the NHS as we know it. Now we know, let's be honest about this, we know that the health service has faced challenges, particularly in this part of Wales. The last 5 years of Tory austerity have been difficult ones, and the demand for healthcare is rising all the time. But we have in Wales an NHS and an NHS workforce of whom we can be proud. The NHS in Wales is always there when we need it. It provides high quality care to all of us, wherever we live. In the last 5 years, we've seen improvements in our NHS. Cancer survival rates are improving faster in Wales than anywhere else in the UK, and people are getting fast access to diagnosis and treatment. Waiting times are falling for diagnostic tests and routine treatment. Investment in our health and social services is at a record high, and we have more doctors and nurses than ever working in the NHS. And it isn't just about what we're doing, it's about what we won't do. We will not have a junior doctor strike. We will not privatise the NHS. We will not have a massive top-down reorganisation of the Welsh NHS. And voters here in the north will wonder why decisions about healthcare, according to Plaid Cymru, should no longer be made by doctors here, but by bureaucrats in Cardiff. That's the Plaid vision for healthcare here in North Wales. We won't do that.